Well, good morning, YouTube. All right, guys, the weather has turned nice here in Western North Carolina, so we have all decided to get on two wheels. Well, with the exception of Katie, she's on three, and we're gonna go ride. So it's supposed to be like almost 60 today, 61 or so. We are going to go ahead and head out to Maryville, Tennessee. Two reasons we're going there. One, I ordered the service manual for Dr. Evil, and it's in. I was gonna have them ship it to me, but I was like, you know what? I needed to plan a route for today's ride. So Smoky Harley Davidson it is. And maybe while we're there, Zach can buy a real man's bike. Who knows? Just kidding, actually. Zach isn't going to buy another motorcycle, but it was still a good excuse to head to Maryville. Here, as we're coming through the Andrews, North Carolina area, I'm noticing during editing that my phone did not record any audio whatsoever on our way through here. So, no big deal. I'll just lay the music track in here and enjoy. Now, as we come through the Topton area, we have to make a left-hand turn to stay on Highway 129 and head towards Robbinsville. This is a little bit of a tricky turn because as you get to the crest of the hill right here, it's almost impossible to see the oncoming traffic as you make the left-hand turn. So you have to be very, very careful. Now, the section of road between Topton and Robbinsville is a very fun section of road, and we were running pretty fast. In here, as we're actually coming through Robbinsville, we're behaving very well because as we passed a state police officer on the left, he decided to pull out behind us and follow us. So at this point, we are on our best behavior. Luckily for us, the officer pulled off into a gas station, so we were able to pick up the pace a little bit. Moving north out of Robbinsville, we pass the beautiful lake on the left called Lake Santilla. The road through here is absolutely beautiful, as you can see as we cross this bridge. And we are not far from Deals Gap Resort, the famous Tail of the Dragon, which we will ride through to get to Maryville. And I know that it is the world famous road that everybody comes to see, but right here, as we pass underneath this giant water pipe, is actually a section of road that I prefer much better than the actual Tail of the Dragon. The corners aren't anywhere near as sharp, but we can carry higher speeds and just gracefully flow through all of these curves. It may not look it, but we're actually traveling around 75 to 80 mile an hour through most of this, and we're not pushing it real hard. Just a nice flowing ride with beautiful scenery on the side. And I actually enjoy this a little bit more than the Dragon itself. Another thing that I've noticed is with the new handlebar setup on Dr. Evil, my phone doesn't sit quite as high because the handlebars are lower. So I know I'm getting a lot more windshield in the view than I normally do. So I've actually zoomed in this footage a little bit more, trying to make it look a little bit better, and I hope that it comes out good enough for you. And I cannot be 100% positive, but I believe that this focus problem where it blurs out and then comes back clear and then blurs out again is due to the phone mount that I'm using. It actually has a rubber isolator designed to make the phone last longer and reduce the vibration transferred into the phone, but I think it messes with the camera a little bit because I didn't have that on the other motorcycle using a more rigid mount. Unfortunately, out of the camera view, what you cannot see here is the Chio Dam. I'm not sure how to pronounce it right. We just call it the Fugitive Dam. We call it that because if you've ever seen the movie The Fugitive, where Harrison Ford's character is framed for a crime he did not do and is running from the law, there's a point in the movie where he jumps off of a dam into a flowing river. This is the actual dam that they filmed that scene at. And as we climb the slide here on our way up to Deals Gap Resort, another interesting fact in the movie The Fugitive, he was set free because of a train crash during a prisoner transport. And that train crash was actually filmed not too far from here, over near Sylva, North Carolina. And believe it or not, the train cars used are still there, laying on the side of the tracks that still say Illinois Department of Corrections on them. All right, guys, we made it up here to Deals Gap Resort. Just taking a break, restroom spot. They are closed for the season, but the porta potties are still here and still open. And there's really not much between here and the dealership, or at least until we get into the town of Maryville. So just took this opportunity to go ahead and use the restroom. It's a Cadillac CTSV here. They're taking their weight reduction seriously. Very seriously. Reminds me of the Roadkill Corvette go-kart series. So I had a conversation with the owner of the Caddy, and apparently his wife crashed it about 3 weeks ago. So he bought her another car and just decided to strip the body off of this. It's only the 6-cylinder version, but he's taken about 1,500 pounds of weight out of it, which makes it so much more fun to ride. Now, as you guys know, we just did a handlebar upgrade and everything on Dr. Evil. And I don't know if we can call it an upgrade, a change. We made a handlebar change. And I'll be honest, I don't quite like it like I thought I would. It's not bad. I think I might just need to make a few adjustments. Maybe roll those bars back a little closer to me. Although on the curvy roads, having them forward is nice because it kind of forced me to lean a little bit more forward and pitch it into the turns a little bit better. Mike says the V-Strom is doing fantastic. He really likes the new tires that are on it, doing well. Of course, Talon's on his bike. Zach is on my Street King, and Katie is on the Can-Am. So yeah, 3 of mine are out here, 1 of Katie's, and then Talon's.
right, guys, we made it here to Smoky Mountain Harley Davidson. Beautiful day up here in Tennessee. Like I said, it's warmed up. It's pretty nice. And as you can see, there's a lot of motorcycles here. We weren't the only ones that had the great idea to get on a ride today. All right, so before heading back to our side of town, we decided to stop by Publix, grab a sub, get some lunch, because we enjoyed having that feature while we were set up in this parking lot for the Smoky Mountain Bike Week rally. Kind of nice sitting up on the little balcony here at the bougie Publix, as we named it back in September. Being able to see our bikes while we're eating, enjoying this wonderful weather. But now it's time to head back towards Murphy. Michaela's got dinner cooking for tonight, but it'll take us a couple hours to get home. So we'll be hungry again by the time we get there.
Interesting. There was some audio in that one clip there that we just heard. That was before the CarPlay had connected my phone to the ISO Skyline. So it's something to do with the CarPlay where it doesn't record the audio. Anyway, we decided to take a different route home. So we headed south on 411 for about 23 miles or so till we got to 68. And then turned south on 68 to run through Tellico Plains, through this absolutely beautiful area, to get back to North Carolina and back to the shop.
All right, guys, back at the shop, putting the bikes to bed. I'm gonna go get some dinner. It's Sunday night. And well, mission accomplished. We got our service manual for Dr. Evil. So we have all the proper specs for all the future services that need to be done to it. All right, and well, back at home, dinner was great and everybody has gone home. And it's time to close this video. I know that everything didn't go exactly right with the audio and whatnot, but I hope you guys enjoyed it anyways. Thank you for watching. Until the next time I see you, keep those engines running. I was gonna show you guys on this topographical map exactly where we rode. So our house is like right here, and we rode up this way. There's Santilla Lake.
There's like Deals Gap Resort, but then everywhere else we went was off of the map and came back around this way and then back in like this. As close as I can get it for you. Wasn't a real long ride. I think it was a total of about 190 miles today, but it was a really great day to be out on the bikes, and I'm really glad we took advantage of it.